Looks like a great day for hockey, doesn't it? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Milestone, Saskatchewan. Not much snow, as you see, and that can only be one sure sign. Playoff hockey weather, and there's a look at the beautiful Milestone Memorial Center, that blue long building in the top left of your screen tonight. That is the scene of Game 2 of the SHA U18 Provincial C Final, Game 2 of the best of three, and we're going to take you inside just moments away from opening face-off. The Aberdeen Flames at the Milestone Flyers, moments away from puck drop. It was 1 week ago that the Aberdeen Flames were winners in Game 1 of this series, 5-3 on home ice. Tonight, the scene switches to Milestone, Saskatchewan, and the Flyers home ice. And in moments, we'll get you to the starting lineups for both hockey teams. I should tell you that my name is Rod Pedersen. We'll be calling the play-by-play. Deeply honored and very grateful to have been tabbed to call this hockey game tonight along the IKS Media stream. IKSmedia.ca/Milestone Hockey is where you can find us as the barn is filling up. It was 36 years ago, maybe to the day, that the Milestone Midget Flyers at the time won the province in a 2-game sweep of Duck Lake, and yours truly was in goal for that run and to clinch the province. There will be a lot of my teammates in attendance tonight, and they're telling me that we're going to get a list of some of them tonight, several still making Milestone their home. And one interesting tidbit, and I got to thank Travis Weens for filling me in on this. Travis, by the way, putting this together, and I should thank our great sponsors, MNP Ag Intellect, Pioneer Hybrid, and EMJ Marketing for making this broadcast possible tonight. But this is not a 2-game total goal series, and I'm so happy to have been informed of that change by SHA some years ago. So even though the Flyers lost up in Aberdeen 5-3 last weekend, they don't have to win by 3 tonight. What they do have to do is win at all. And that will set up a 10-minute overtime session to decide the winner in a best of 3. And I'll tell you what, it feels a lot better going into a game 0-0 than going into a game down 5-3. Well, I know it's also a very, very big deal for both communities. I got a lot of notes to pass along. I know how excited the communities, not only of Milestone, are, but they've got players on this team from Yellowgrass, Avonlea, Rollo, Gray, Pangman, and we'll be acknowledging all of those communities as ours goes along. Moments away from face-off here tonight at the Milestone Memorial Center. And all I ask of you is to have fun with me. I'll be riding solo on the broadcast in terms of on the microphone, but it is a production of Jordan Blodgett and IKS as the Aberdeen Flames take to the ice, led by their starting goaltender Mason Forsyth. And we await the arrival of the hometown Milestone Flyers. And look at all those banners along the south wall of the Milestone Memorial Center. They would love to add another one tonight, but it hasn't been since 1989 that they've won one in this category. And you'll see it, Jordan. One more, little more, 1989. Should be there somewhere. It's been a moment. It's been a minute since I've been in the facility. Where are the Flyers? But I can tell you the officials were writing me on social media and telling me that crew, and they're already out on the ice. The referees for tonight are Connor Garan and Aidan Gursky, the linesmen Jacob Cormier and Thomas Suwala, and here they come. A lot of energy in the barn under the guidance the Flyers are of head coach Darren Stevenson, assistant coaches Bob Duncan, Brad Quigley, and Landon Krause. And one last huddle, a season that saw these Flyers go 20-0 in the regular season. They're making a heck of a run in their league playoffs. and now 60 minutes and maybe a little more away from winning the province for the first time since 1989. I will tell you that through social media tonight, I invite your questions and comments at Rod Pedersen on Twitter or through Facebook. Any messages you'd like us to pass along? I should mention one more time, and you're going to hear them a lot, our sponsors of this broadcast, MMP Ag Intellect in Pioneer Hybrid. A big thank you to Joe Gunnis of EMJ Marketing for bringing it all together. Now let's take you to ice levels. We get ready for the singing of the national anthem performed by Dana Duncan.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sound land. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Your flag bearers going Mach 3 around the ice, Cale Heiberg and Jeff Ridgway. Great job, kids. And now your starters for first the visiting Aberdeen Flames. In goal, number 1, Mason Forsyth. Starting on the blue line, Jonah Gorniak and Lane Steen. And up front, it's the line of the captain, Wade Livingston. At center between Logan Kempton and Owen Moore. For the hometown Milestone Flyers, Ryder Dunn starts in goal, the Ogama product. Starting on the blue line, Ryan Duncan and Zeke Stevenson. And up front, it's the line of the captain, Chase Ferris, at center between Hudson Heistad and Marcus Quigley. You may not have heard me mention earlier, the referees tonight are Connor Garine and Aidan Gursky, the linesmen Jacob Cormier and Thomas Suella, and we are underway with a 7:03 local time opening face-off, and the Flyers win the draw as they go into this game 2 tonight, down 1-0 against the visiting Aberdeen Flames. And the Flyers are pinned up along their own blue line, unable to advance it through transition. Now it's poked over towards the Aberdeen line. And handled inside the Milestone zone. Quick backhand out of the right circle is handled by Ryder Dunn. And he will hold on. And the Flames and Flyers will both make a quick change. Again, the Flyers will need to win this one in regulation time if they hope to extend it to a 10-minute Game 3 in overtime, which will also be played tonight. But that is a long ways away as Aberdeen has controlled this game so far. Ty Metternach spilled along the boards, and the Flyers flush it out to center ice. It sneaks by Jackson Doig at the Aberdeen line. There's a quick shot in on goal, and it squirts just wide. And Mason Forsyth will cover up on it with a goal-mouth scramble. If you can zoom in there a little closer, Jordan, and have a look at those Milestone numbers are certainly dark. Bryden Ferris of Rollo is the one causing havoc. He plays for Milestone, but he's from Rollo. Here's a quick point shot, blocked on its way in toward the Aberdeen crease area, and there's a battle for it behind the Aberdeen net. Flushed around and up on the left wing. Another goal mouth scrambled, and this one is flushed in behind. Working in there, Nolan Holmes on the D for Aberdeen as the puck rolls around the left corner. Stolen away by Milestone and centered right in the slot. Is that Bryden Ferris whose shot went wide? And now Milestone getting some sustained pressure in the Aberdeen zone. Quick shot, Mason Forsyth kicks out a big rebound. Puck is in the corner. Marcus Quigley on the forecheck there for the Flyers. It comes to the line, and the long shot from Zeke Stevenson handled. And the rebound down low in the Aberdeen zone. And the Flyers cycle it in there. Nolan Holmes lays on the body on the Flames defense, and now Aberdeen's away. It's cleared away to center ice. Austin Hamline unable to pick it up at the Milestone line, and it squirts into Milestone territory. Scoreless here in the first period of Game 2. Aberdeen looking to close this series out with a road win. And the Flames will change on the fly. Now the zone cleared, and here's a race for it into the Flame zone. Aberdeen wins that race, and it's drilled out to center ice. We've had one whistle now that I think about it. Here come the Flames over the line. Make that 2 as they got caught offside coming in. Marley Michalko was the puck carrier. 4-1 Flyers out shooting the Flames to this point of the game. Almost 3 minutes off the clock. It's been a quickly played first period. And the draw is to the right. Jaden Murray on the draw from Milestone, but it's the Flames that race out with it. On a 2-on-1, here's the feed in front from Nolan Holmes. Couldn't catch up with Livingston, the center. And the puck is in the Flyers zone to the right. Lane Steen draws a hooking minor, and the Flyers are on the power play for the first time in the game in this scoreless first period. Lane Steen in the box for a hooking for Aberdeen. Flyers setting up on the power play. Here is a quick shot out of the right circle, but not on target. Flyers carrying the bulk of the play here in the early going. Looking to knot this series up, but the Flames are able to clear their zone, and they'll get a change to their penalty killers here with about a minute to go in the Milestone power play. Shorthanded chance, and Willem Bizarkowicz unable to cash in. Look at that standing room, only waiting room behind the Milestone net, and here come the Flyers now. With speed and a big hit coming over the Aberdeen line. With a half a minute to go in this Milestone power play, here's another goalmouth chance, and we got the play blown down. Thought for a second the net was knocked off. It was not, but the Flyers have a face-off in the offensive zone. With about 20 seconds to go in their power play. Willem Barzakowicz is the draw man. There you go, that's a good angle, Jordan, against Hudson Heistad, the center for the Flyers. And the Flames come up with it and clear it. Just seconds to go in this Milestone power play. Willem Bizarkowicz unable to clear for the Flames. It's in the left circle of the Aberdeen zone and now out toward the line. Penalty is up. Flyers 0 for 1 on the power play here in this scoreless first period. Point shot in on goal, and Mason Forsyth gets a pad on it. Comes up on the left wing boards. Owen Moore for the Flames can't clear. Now a puck towards the goal mouth, frozen by Mason Forsyth, and we will get another whistle. Still looking for the game's first goal. 5:17 into game 2. Again, Aberdeen won last Sunday, the series opener, by a score of 5-3. Aberdeen, 41 kilometers northeast of Saskatoon. The Flames made about a 3-hour road trip down here with their fans today to visit Milestone, 57K southeast of the Queen City, as Ryder Dunn covers up for the Flyers. And Ryder Dunn has had a fairly quiet first period so far in the Milestone net, facing only 2 shots, and I would guess that won't go into the books as one. Wade Livingston is the center here for the Flames in the offensive zone against Chase Ferris. Scramble draw, and Ferris is able to tap it out. And it's handled in the neutral zone here by Milestone and whistled into the Aberdeen zone by Stevenson. Promptly cleared the other way, and this will go down as icing on Aberdeen. Well, I should read some of the game notes forwarded to me by Travis Weens, because they are NHL quality. The Flames did get a shot on goal on that long distance shot. Ryder Dunn between the pipes for Milestone from Ogama, playing goal since his U9 days. Played with the Weyburn Red Wings AA team last year. This is his graduation year. Planning on taking up a career in the trades, and wants to play with the Yellowgrass Junior C's next season. That is the Milestone goalie, Ryder Dunn. Scoreless here in the first. Flyers have carried the play. Their lone power play of the game has helped with that. Logan Kempton unable to clear the Flame zone. There's a battle for it down in the corner. Comes out to the line. Long shot tipped in wide of the Aberdeen net. Gathered up and whistled out of the zone. Flames do have speed. I noticed that in their warm-up, and this shot slithers just wide. Of the two teams, from what I've seen, Aberdeen is definitely faster. Puck in the corner of the Aberdeen zone, cleared out to the line. The point shot from there tipped in wide. Pinching D-man holds it in at the line briefly, but the Flames are able to clear as we come up on the midway point of the first period. Milestone, Aberdeen, scoreless here in Game 2 of this provincial U18C final series of the Saskatchewan Hockey Association. Battle for the puck deep in the corner of the Flame zone, worked out by Nolan Holmes, and now here's a break up ice. That Jackson Doig can't break free the stout defensive play for Milestone. There's a battle for it at the side of the net, and we get a penalty, and looks like this is going to be going against the Flyers. Cash Berg standing over watching things in front, and indeed the Flyers are going to go down a man. It is Eli Tui getting a cross-checking minor, and the Flames will go to the power play. Eli, you can tell by his body language, doesn't agree. Few do. Draw man for the Flames is Wade Livingston in the offensive zone. Flyers claim it, however. Ryan Duncan down in the corner, can't clear. Here's a quick shot from in tight, and Ryder Dunn slams the door.
Number 6, Eli 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's 2 for cross-checking.
Big ups to Carter Brown, my cousin, on the public address. Long distance cousin, but a cousin nonetheless. Point shot from Lane Steen. Steered aside. Now a point shot by Austin Hameline doesn't get to the goal. Couple opportunities here for the Flames. However, on the power play, is Milestone's able to clear it. Scoreless in the first period of Game 2, 11:50 to go in the first. And the Flames are going to be called for an inopportune icing while on the power play. You don't want to have that. Gotta say, I'm a fan of these Milestone jerseys. I don't know how long they've had them, but they're a lot more up to date than the ones we wore in 88, 89 on the way to winning the whole thing. Flyers in the power play for about another minute 15. Owen Moore along the left wing board steers it into mid-ice. Logan Kenton got it up over the Milestone line. Here's a shot from the right. Looks like Ryder Dunn got a piece of that. On the left wing boards, Owen Moore. Down for Livingston, the captain in the corner. Muscles it behind. Now out to the right point. Under a minute to go in the Aberdeen power play. Looking for the game's first goal. Here's another point shot. That is tipped wide. Moore in from the left circle centering, and that's blocked away. Held in by Livingston. Across right point. That shot's tipped, kicked away. Big rebound to the line. Walking right in with it, Nolan Holmes, and he's checked. And the Flyers get it out. Great work at center. Is that Lucas Kraus? Those numbers are really hard to pick up on the Milestone jerseys, but whoever it was did great work on the kill. Snuffing out the Flames' chance. But they are still on the man advantage here for under a minute. Centering pass, and no one is in front of the Milestone goal. And Jackson Doring is back for the Aberdeen Flames at his own line. Ahead to center, the pass cut off in the center circle. Toohey in front. Was that Toohey? Well, either way, it was jammed just wide. It was coming out of the penalty box, and a great chance there for the Flyers. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play in this one tonight, and now we got a call that's offside. I think on Milestone. We'll step back a minute. You're watching the Provincial U18C Final Game 2 on IKS Media. Okay, picking back things up. Bryden Ferris on the draw for the Flyers, but it's Cohen Pelchinski that goes coast to coast for the Flames. His centering feed swatted in back of the goal by Ryder Dunn as the Flames pick it up a gear here. Willem Barzakowicz try to work it to the front of the Milestone net, and that was broken up. Steered down into the Aberdeen zone. Livingston along the left wing boards, able to chip it out for Aberdeen. Collected by the Flyers and winding deep back into their own zone. Here's a high flip shot out to center ice. Still scoreless in period 1. Flyers holding the shot clock advantage as Mason Forsyth covers up in a long distance shoot in. And we'll see where they bring their face-off. Again, a big thank you to the sponsors of this broadcast along the IKS Media channels. MNP Ag Intellect, Pioneer Hybrid, and EMJ Marketing. Hudson Highstead on the draw for Milestone against Livingston. Puck comes into the corner. Logan Kempton comes down off the wall to collect it. Bottom of the circles. And clears it away to center ice. There's a break now for Owen Moore, but he is repelled coming over the Milestone line, and the Flyers regain it. Briefly anyways, Livingston walks right out of the corner and backhands it wide. Held in by Logan Kenton along the wall. This top line for Aberdeen is playing a lot. Past the midway point of this scoreless first period, and still no goals. As we mentioned earlier, this is not a total goal series. Big hit coming over the Milestone line. Great stand-up D there. Aberdeen won 5-3 last Sunday, but they didn't come into this game up 2-0. It's an even slate with just under 8 minutes to go. Milestone needs to win in regulation to force a 10-minute overtime, which would serve as a game 3. Both teams playing very well so far in this one. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Nolan Holmes is the draw man for the visiting Aberdeen Flames here. Right side of the Milestone net. To the right of the netminder, Ryder Dunn. Quick backhand in on him from Cashberg. Dunn makes the save and holds on. Milestone makes a line change. Kraus unit comes onto the ice. Scramble draw. Here's a quick in-tight shot by Cohen Pelchinski. Looks like it was tipped up and out of play. Off a flyer, and they'll do it again. To the right side of Ryder Dunn. His backup goaltenders, Branson Law of Yellowgrass and Lane Moyce of Rollo. Scramble draw again, collected by Chase Ferris. Tipped it back to his D, and it's cleared up ice. Another Rollo one. Chase Ferris. Is that what they call it? On the forecheck, Cashberg for the Flames. Hemming the Flyers down in their zone, and now it's cleared up and out. From center, Pelchinski. Long dump in, played by Ryder Dunn, and keeps play moving here in this scoreless first period of Game 2 of this provincial final. Oh, we've got an injured Flame, Cohen Pelchinski, and it looks like there will be a penalty out of it as the officials come together at center ice to have a word with 7:01 to go in the first. And you see the Flames have taken over the momentum in the game, outshooting the Flyers here 8-7. What do we got? Hit to the head. Jordan, if you can show the clock. Yeah, it's going to be a double minor. Oops. It'll be a second and third power play here, and the Flyers want to have a word with the officials on the call. It'll be the Livingston unit up front on the power play. Double minor power play for the Aberdeen Flames. You get into big games like this, and situations like that can cost you. Here's a goal mouth scramble. The Flames think they've scored. The goal light has not come on. And that's because the puck didn't cross the goal line as Ryder Dunn gets a swat on the chest. Defensive mate. I think that's Wyatt Fry who's congratulating Ryder Dunn for bailing them out there. The Flyers are walking in some tall grass now, trying to kill a double minor as Hudson Heistad will take the draw for the Flyers against Wade Livingston. Quick shot forward by Livingston on the draw, goes wide. Flames are picking it up a gear here. Bizarkowicz plays it to the line. The long shot from there appears to go wide. Hameline from the point, can't get his shot through. Owen Moore for the Flames, centers, comes left boards. Samulak dishes it down around behind the net. Here's the centering feed. It's stripped away by the Flyers and cleared out of the zone. Quick opportunity and shot at the other end. Forsyth makes the save, and the Flames are going to keep it moving. Aberdeen on the power play here in this scoreless first period. Cleared again by the by the Flyers, and that'll send Ryder Samulak back to get it for Aberdeen. Action down in the left corner of the Milestone zone. Played to the side of the net. And now to the far wall. Big check on the boards by Owen Moore in the offensive zone. Puck comes left circle. Sanilik shot handled well by Ryder Dunn, who was square to the shooter. And thank you for the shot, Jordan. 2:24 to go in the double minor. And Zeke Stevenson, the Milestone product, is in the sin bin for the check to the head. Nolan Holmes, the draw man for the Flames. Centers tie up, comes toward the line. Jackson Doring knocked it in deep, but it is cleared away, and the Flames will retreat. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first period, still no score. With speed through center is Nolan Holmes, but they're stopped at the Milestone line, and it's cleared down the ice again. I'm sure Darren Stevenson, the Flyers head coach, came up with something to try and nullify that Aberdeen speed, because these boys can fly. Here's a break the other way, but great defensive play thwarts the Flames' power play effort as they are now into their third power play of the game. And the Flyers are able to kill. Very physical contest here tonight as well. Here's a strip in alone, and Forsyth makes the save. Best clear cuts. Zoom in quick if you can, that Milestone player. Is that Heistad? That was the best clear, yeah. Hudson Heistad of Avonlea with the strip. Great job. And he'll stay out there along with Bryden Ferris in the penalty kill. They've worked the face-off into the offensive zone. Well, we talk about the speed of Aberdeen, and they have it, but this Forsyth pretty good between the pipes as well. Ferris with the puck along the boards, chips it in deep, and behind the net it's Lane Steen, pinched off by Heistad. And out come the Flames on the power play now. And a poke check at the Milestone line causes another turnover, and it's sent down. Under 4 minutes to go in the scoreless first period. I can't tell if the longer it goes scoreless, who it favors. But it's been a hell of a hockey game so far as the Flyers look to stay alive and force a game 3. Shot in by Lane Steen. That will also be played tonight. Should Milestone pull this thing out. And it's cleared again. .309 to go, scoreless first period, under a minute to go now in that double minor power play for the Aberdeen Flames. They had a lot of pressure early, but not of late. The Flames seem to have picked up another gear, and here they come again. Shot for the right side, they score! On the shorthanded. Zeke Stevenson. He was out of the box. It won't go down as a shorthanded goal because he comes out of the penalty box, and number 4, the Milestone product, Zeke Stevenson, pots it in the top left corner of the net. And the Flyers have a 1-0 lead here. From a Milestone perspective, a spectacular turn of events. They killed off the 4-minute penalty and then are able to score even strength to grab the 1-0 lead. And then they've now taken over the shot clock lead as well, 11-10. We'll see if we can at some point pick up an announcement from Carter Brown on the goal by Zeke Stevenson. The face-off will come down to the right side of the Milestone netminder, Ryder Dunn. And coming up with it, it's the Flames' Ryder Samuelic at the left point. Fans thought that puck came out. Doesn't matter, play goes on. Another great work in the offensive zone here by the Flyers. 2.5 to go in the first. They now lead 1-0. Penalty upcoming to Aberdeen. Flyers have 6 skaters out there. And Bryden Ferris thought he had a hold of it. Did not. The play gets called, and now it'll be a power play for the Flyers, their second. Here's the announcement from Carter.
That's Stevenson unassisted.
Unassisted goal for Zeke Stevenson. And now the Flyers go to the power play with Lane Steen in the box for Aberdeen.
Aberdeen penalty number 11, Lane Steen, 2 minutes to go.
Holding is the call on Lane Steen. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 the Flyers lead. Cohen Kolchinski, a break at the other end. And he is stalled by Ryder Dunn. And we'll get a stoppage here. The Flames, while killing a penalty, have forced an offensive zone faceoff here late in the first. Eistad with a long-distance shot doesn't get to the Aberdeen goal. 1:11 to go here in the first period. And the Flames break out. Willem Bazarkiewicz over the Milestone line. Shot is blocked. From the left circle, the shot by Cash Berg doesn't make its way to the net as the big Milestone defense stands tall in front.
Less than 1 minute remaining in the first period.
Well, something must be incorrect. If there's an online score sheet or somebody watching that can clarify, how can number 4 be in the penalty box on the clock yet score at the same time? Something's not adding up. What we do know is that Milestone leads 1-0 with 35 seconds to go in the first period. You can contact me on Twitter at Rod Pedersen, or anybody that has my cellular phone number, feel free to text me. We know for a fact Zeke Stevenson scored because we saw it. Four on four to finish the period. Wade Livingston along the wall, and it's cleared out by the Flames all the way down. Puck is flushed out through center and poked down into the Aberdeen zone. Here's a play out of the corner, but nobody home in front. And that'll do it. 20 minutes have gone by in the Milestone Memorial Center, and the Flyers have a 1-0 lead, and we'll check back with you for the second period. You are watching the SHA Under-18 Provincial C Final Game 2 from IKS Media. we are back for second period play-by-play action of this Game 2 SHA Under-18 Provincial C Midget Final. Ryder Dunn working up his crease down to our right as you see. Milestone will open the second period on the power play, but for a very brief one. They have the lead 1-0 in a Zach Stevenson goal. Stevenson goal late in the first period. And Chase Ferris wins the draw to open the second period, but we get a very quick whistle. Zeke Stevenson, the goal late in the first period. Quite the celebration from him at a very key time. Chase Ferris again on the faceoff, this time outside the Aberdeen line. Faceoff won, however, by Wade Livingston of the Flames, and the puck is cleared up ice. Our broadcast tonight through IKS Media and our director-producer Jordan Blodgett is brought to you by MNP Ag Intellect, Pioneer Hybrid, and ENJ Marketing. Our executive producer is Travis Weems, and I thank those. Joni Gorniak wraps it around the Flames net and out of the zone. I thank those that have had all the positive comments on the broadcast. Here's a giveaway in front of the Aberdeen net, and it's rifled just wide. That's about 3 stone-cold giveaways by Aberdeen. They've been beaten on one of them. Mason Forsyth has been. And that represents the 1-0 Milestone lead. Zoom in a little tighter if you don't mind, Jordan. Thank you. Lane Steen down working along the boards in his own zone for the Flames. Can't come up with it. Pass comes out to the line, and the long shot is tipped down in front. I can't get the numbers from that far away. If you can get closer, would be great. Zone held by Stevenson and shoveled down. Fed out of the corner, but Owen Moore is away with it for the Flames and clears it up ice. Cut off by Eli Tui at the Milestone line, and here's Hystad the other way. Over the Aberdeen line, the long shot doesn't make it to the goal. Not a lot of whistles in this game as the Flames clear it down, and they will be called for icing here. What are we, almost 2 minutes into the second period? And Milestone leading 1-0. And again, there you go. Yeah, 1:59 in. I believe the shots were 12-10 after the first Flyers. So anyways, those who gave the positive comments to Travis Weems, I appreciate it. That was the feedback that I got in between periods. And Jordan Blodgett, you should know. Thumbs up on the broadcast is the word that we're getting here. Willem Bazarkowicz clears it through center. It's knocked in over the Milestone line, but not for long. Play is blown down, and it looks like we're going to get a neutral zone face-off. I don't think there's a penalty, or maybe there is. There is. Zoom in on that. Who is that? Yeah, I think it's Zeke Stevenson. I'm not sure. No, it's not. Eli Tui? Yeah, Eli Tui, number 6. So the Flames are going to get a 4th power play, and this is not good from a Milestone perspective. Chase Ferris will take the draw for the Flyers against Livingston of the Flames, but the Flyers get it out and down the ice. Lane Steen back for it for Aberdeen. They are 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. Steen taken down coming over the Milestone line. And the puck is bumped up ice here for the Flyers, who have been obviously stout on their penalty kill, and here it happens again. Going back to get it, Livingston, the captain of Aberdeen. Winding his way through center on the right wing for Owen Moore. Shot to the goal, saved by Ryder Moore, and the rebound is cleared down the ice. Mason Forsyth out of his net to set it up here for Aberdeen. Lane Steen ducks around behind his net, pressed by Hudson Hystad, the Avonlea product. And now bringing it up ice, Ryder Samuelek. He'll shoot it in on goal. And Ryder Dunn comes up with it. And holds on. 1:01 to go in the Eli Tui penalty. And I'm getting messages from my friends and family through social media that the atmosphere in the barn is rivaling the old Diesel Dome where we won this thing in '89. It sounds like it. It feels like it. Nolan Holmes on the face-off for the Flames. It's won, though, by Ferris. The Flyers can't get it out. Nolan Holmes along the right wing boards. To the line for Micah Green. Shot to the goal, steered aside by Ryder Dunn. Calling him forward at the right point, Micah Green plays it across left side. Flames on the power play, and Ryder Dunn covers up on this. Long distance shot from the outside. And the face-off will be to his right with 33 seconds to go in the Eli Tui penalty. The Diesel Dome was rocking too. The one thing that I was thinking, and maybe you guys can remind me that were around in '89, I don't really remember trailing in series. Yeah, we smoked Duck Lake. I think it was 12-1 we won at home and then went up there and won 10-1 in the final. That was the easiest series of them all. But Yellowgrass, Wolseley, Central Butte, and what was the other one? Lower Burn, I think. It's quite a while ago. And here, Milestone's looking to win their first provincial title since then. In good shape now as Cash Berg stops this Flyers attempt. And back to even strength. Aberdeen 0 for 4 on the power play. If you can get a little tighter, that would be great. Jordan, as the Flyers bring it out now in a 3-on-2. Here's a break. Heisted alone. Scores! Hudson Heisted! He is a shifty little one. And just ask Mason Forsyth. He pulled the trigger on that one from in tight, and Milestone goes up 2-0. What's the time on the clock? Can we get a quick shot on that? As Bryden Ferris was on the draw for Milestone. Thank you. About, let's say, 4:40. The time of the goal as Ryder Dunn covers up at the other end of the ice. And it's 2-0 now. The Flyers lead. Face-off will be to the left side. Look at those shots. 14-14. Is the announcement from Carter Brown. Hudson Heisted from Wyatt Fry and Lucas Kraus. And now the Flyers score again! They're busting it open here now. Bryden Ferris, I believe, is going to get credit for this one. A jailbreak here in the second period. Thank you. 5:18 the time of the goal. The Flyers score on back-to-back shots. And they lead 3-0. A pair of even strength goals. And wouldn't that be something? There's a lot of hockey left to be played here tonight, but should the Flyers pull this out, game 2, the series will be settled in a 10-minute overtime period. A game 3 mini game. And Now is not the time for the Flyers to get sloppy, as Ryder Dunn was unable to squeeze that long distance shot. And there's a battle for the puck out in neutral ice. Here's the announcement. Okay, Nate Watson and Seth Baker set up the Bryden Ferris goal at 5:18. 2 goals, a minute and 22 seconds apart by my math. Hudson Heistad out to take the draw here against Nolan Holmes in the Flame zone. The Flames come up with it. It's chipped out by Cash Berg. Long dump in, sails wide of the Flyers net. And now it's cleared up ice, and this will be an icing call on Milestone. And it just feels like this crowd, this sellout crowd of the Milestone Memorial Center, is going to stay loud the rest of the way. You can feel the emotion all the way out here. But there is some confusion here on, I think, face-off placement and also who's going to be on the ice here for Milestone. Yeah. Cohen Palczynski has picked up a 2-minute minor, by the way, so the Flyers go to a power play, their third. Face-off win by Chase Ferris. Point shot by Zeke Stevenson. Trickles in wide of the Aberdeen goal. Heistad back to the line. The point shot from there. They score! All the way from the line. And it's Marcus Quigley, the Yellowgrass product. Check that, 6:59 the time of the goal. Power play tally. And I can tell you, I don't know who expected this. And again, a lot of hockey left to be played, but Aberdeen had the opportunity to nail this thing shut, I felt, early on with a lot of power plays. And the Flyers have come to life here, particularly in this second period. Now a 4-0 lead. But you just never know. Here's another giveaway out front of the Aberdeen net. Down is Mason Forsyth, and he's able to cover up with the crowd drawn. Here's the announcement. Yeah, they're giving Chase Ferris the goal. They're saying it was obviously tipped on the point shot by Marcus Quigley. Quigley on the draw in the offensive zone. Puck comes down into the corner. Ryder Samuelek after it there for the Flames. Gets it up on the wing for Owen Moore. And he'll clear it all the way down the ice, and this will be an icing call against Aberdeen. 12:20 to go in the second period. I was just informed this afternoon of the format change. I'm sure a lot of you viewers knew long before I did that it's no longer 2-game total point, 2-game total goal. sure the Flyers wish it was. It's kind of daunting going into a game down a couple. Really changed the complexion of this series. And what a physical game here tonight too, by the way. Both sides. That's been impressive. As Forsyth is out to play the puck behind the Aberdeen goal. Samuelek plays it left corner, and the Flames will break out. The outlet pass, though, blocked. And it trickles down into the Milestone zone. 11:45 to go in the second period. 4-0 Flyers lead. Zoom in a little, Jordan, if you don't mind. Quite a battle down there in the corner, left side of the Milestone zone. I think we're going to get penalties called out of that. Yeah, we will. Maybe just one. Logan Kempton, 2 for a hit to the head. And the captain, Wade Livingston, wants an explanation if it was a hit. It's a double minor. Whew. Automatic, right, for a check to the head. So the Flyers will go to a fourth power play, and that brings the faceoff all the way down into the Aberdeen zone. Hudson Heisted on the draw here for the Flyers, brings it right toward the net, then darts around it, a wraparound, and he thought he scored, but Mason Forsyth was able to hug that post. And I said he is a shifty little beggar. He's already got one tonight. The faceoff will be to the right side of the netminder. Heisted's going to try it again. Fed it in front. Forsyth got a stick on it. And now Willem Bazarkowicz up ice for the Flames, taken down, delivering that shot, and the fans are upset from the Aberdeen side. You see him out of their chair, gesticulating wildly at the officials. Flyers have hit another gear. It's lobbed in to the Aberdeen zone. Hard after it on the forecheck. That's Nate Watson, I believe, and he's probably going to get one. Maybe a little too aggressive on the forecheck in the corner. That'll be it for the power play for now. Nate Watson, number 10, the youngest of 3 boys. When he's not playing hockey, badminton, or volleyball, he's working on the farm, fixing his truck, snowmobiling, or planning for the next social event, is what they tell me, courtesy of the game notes. 4-on-4 now. Chase Ferris on the draw against Wade Livingston of the Flames, and the Flyers get the puck out. But Aberdeen gets called on the offside, and the faceoff will be in neutral ice. Three-goal second period has been the difference here in this hockey game. Flyers out to a big 4-0 lead. And they're skating 4-on-4 here right now. Livingston collects the puck, skates over the Milestone line, left corner, try to feed it in front for Cashberg. Was unable to get the pass off. Livingston again from down low centers, and that's cleared away toward the right point. Samuelek shot from there, blocked in front, and away comes Stevenson for Milestone. Feed on the right side. It's poked around behind the net by Chase Ferris. Now Stevenson from the left wing board centers, and nobody's home. Flames out the other way. Long shot from the left wing, well wide. Rattles around the boards and out of the zone. And here's a break for Milestone. Feathered pass across in front, and Forsyth gets across to make the save. Chase Ferris was the recipient of the lovely feed in front, but Forsyth was up to the task. We have passed the midway point of this game. Hudson Heistad, the draw man for Milestone against Willem Bazarkowicz, and it's the Flames that come up with it. Lane Steen behind his goal. Left side pass cleared out by Bazarkowicz, skating over the Milestone line, and Hudson Heistad back defensively, won't let him through. I'd like to say he's been Milestone's best player, but there's about a half a dozen you could put in that discussion. Here's Heistad the other way. Drop pass, and the shot floated high and wide from Bryden Ferris. Stays in the Aberdeen zone toward the right point. Heistad tried to bat it down in deep, but it's cleared out by Bazarkowicz. Aberdeen set to go back on the power play, and they are now. Flyers on the kill. Quigley plays it up over the Aberdeen line. Centering pass hobbled over the stick of Owen Moore to these near left wing boards. Zeke Stevenson is in from the line. Plays it right side. Shot from there, tipped wide. Left point, here's a blast, right in on target. And Forsyth will hold on.
Just a reminder, make sure you get 50/50 tickets at your live information. Tonight we have a guaranteed $2,000
12-6 the shots in the second period alone for Milestone as Chase Ferris is set to take the draw here. Tossed out, and Wyatt Fry will come in, the Gray Saskatchewan product. Flames come up with it though. Cohen Pelchinski works it up ice. Here's a free puck in front of the Milestone goal, and they can't get it on net. Flyers the other way. Chase Ferris stood up coming over the line. It comes free, high slot. Quigley down to the side of the net. It's tipped around and wide, and for Aberdeen, Micah Green will scoop it high and down the ice. Nice hit by Quigley in the corner. Again, this has got to be a record for hits in any hockey game I've seen for a while. Wyatt Fry clears it through center. It's tipped in. That's Sam Bazarkowicz in goal. Apologies if anybody from Aberdeen wants to let me know when he came in. Was it at the end of the first or during the onslaught earlier? Either way, they got a new netminder for Aberdeen, down 4-0 in this game. And everything's gone wrong for them here in this second period. Samuelek through center, backhands it up over the Milestone line, but not far. Scooped out the other way. Bouncing puck out front. Zarkowicz able to keep it clean. A lot of action without whistles here at this point in the second period. Milestone has a 4-0 lead if you've just joined us. There's a centering feed in front of the Aberdeen net. Willem Bazarkowicz blocked it, and he'll chug up ice with it. With him is Logan Kempton. But great work at the Milestone blue line to stand them up. Comes free in the slot. Jonah Gorniak can't handle the puck. Zeke Stevenson steals it, races up ice. He's got one goal tonight, a long-distance wrist shot handled by Bazarkowicz. And cleared down the ice for an icing call. We'll step back, 5:40 left in the second, 4-0 Milestone leads game 2. Okay, we're ready with this face-off to the left of Bizarkowicz. Thank you, Renee Jones of Aberdeen, for clarifying that indeed Mason Forsyth was lifted here in this second period. Bryden Ferris is the draw man for Milestone here, and on the draw, he can't get a shot to the net. And the Flames, Willem Bizarkowicz got it out and actually handles it at center ice. Weaving his way over the Milestone line. Long shot is in wide. Comes to the right point. The long shot by Jonah Gorniak is well wide. 5:15 to go in the second. Milestone up 4-0. Let's talk about the sizable advantage on the shot clock for Milestone. Flames have had a tough time getting them on target. Zoom in if you can, Jordan. It's a long ways out. There's a big check at the Milestone line. And Stevenson cruises up ice with a long-distance shot for the Flyers. That's blockered into the corner by Bizarkowicz. Jackson Doring lays the body on his man along the wall. Lane Steen behind the net had a hold of it, but play gets called. And do we have another penalty upcoming here? Feels like it. Nobody's skating over towards the penalty bench, so face-off will be back down deep. Right side of Bizarkowicz. Their head coach is Joel Hameline. The assistant coaches are Quentin Becky, Rob Clark, and Brian Vandenberg. Hudson Heisted on the draw for Milestone. Wins it into the corner. Wyatt Fry after it. Spilled. Heisted got a sharp angle shot away. Bizarkowicz makes the stop. Fry tied up along the end boards. Heisted walks out. Got a shot from a sharp angle. Not on net. Owen Moore on the right wing boards. Clears it to center, and the Flames are away. Livingston over the line. Cuts right in. And his in-tight shot handled by Ryder Dunn. And now bodies are flying in the Milestone crease, but there will be no penalties, I don't think. Check that. There's going to be one, maybe two. What do we got here? Yeah, coincidental minors handed out. So the referee's trying to keep a lid on things. Brady Quigley, Marcus Quigley, I believe is going to the box for Milestone. The referees tonight, Connor Gurine and Aiden Gursky. The linesmen, Jacob Cormier and Thomas Suala. 4-0. Milestone Flyers lead, getting late now in the second period. Lane Steen wanders around behind the Flames net, is unable to clear. Gordiak after it behind. Belted on the inboards. And it's flushed out to center ice. Logan Kempton and Ryan Duncan are the two to pick up the coincidental minor penalties. But it remains 5 skaters aside. Face-off deep in the Milestone zone. Flyers come up with it. And it's poked into the Aberdeen zone. Bizarkowicz out, and as he does, there's going to be a minor penalty from the neutral zone. You probably saw it. And Cohen Pelchinski is going to pick up the interference call, if that's what they call it. I would. Tripping. And the Flyers will get a 5th power play. And I'll tell you, I was not in Aberdeen. Double minor, that can't be right. I wasn't there last Sunday, but you wonder how. Here's the call. 4 minutes for slew footing? I'm from Milestone and I don't agree with that. But I'm also 2,700 miles away. Referee was like 30 feet, so. Anyways, Flyers are on a 5th power play. Here's a long shot just wide. Get in tight there if you can. Jordan Bizarkowicz down doing a snow angel. Flyers working on the power play here with a 4-0 lead. Shot from the left point. Stevenson right on target. Gloved by Bizarkowicz, and he'll hold on. Well, here's the thing. As we've talked about quite a bit, Flyers win this, they go to an overtime. What do if you are the head coach of Aberdeen? Do you stay with Bizarkowicz, your backup goalie? I think you have to. I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but the Flames are not threatening to come back in this one. What they told me was that if it does go to an overtime, there will be no flood. Again, that's quite a ways away. Here's Quigley with a long distance shot, and Bizarkowicz makes the stop on that. And Aberdeen allowed to send it all the way down the ice. Quigley back. Great work on him by Willem Bizarkowicz, but the Flyers are away. Wrist shot from the right, sails wide. Chase Ferris couldn't hold the zone. It's back out at center. Quigley with a man on his tail, Nolan Holmes. Here's a giveaway. Jumping on it. Bizarkowicz, the shot high and wide. Short-handed chance for Aberdeen. Flyers the other way, dealt in deep by Hudson Heistad. Hot around the net and up on the far right wing. Zeke Stevenson's point shot stopped. Rebound right there. And Wyatt Fry is foiled by Bizarkowicz, who's been really fantastic since coming into the game. What's the clock showing, Jordan? 2:08 to go in the double minor. 8 seconds away from the 6th power play of the game. From Milestone, Braden Ferris will take the draw for the Flyers, but it's Wade Livingston who wins it for Aberdeen, and it's sent down. Of course, as you can well imagine, the reports that I got of last week's game in Aberdeen were from the Milestone side, and they said they were victims of homer reffing. I feel like Aberdeen might be saying the same thing here in this game too.
1 minute remaining in the second
Oh,
period.
you gotta love playoff hockey. Now into the 6th power play of the game for Milestone. Stevenson can't hold it in at the line. Chipped off the window behind the net. It's a Ty Modernak. Clearing it down the ice for the Flames. Here's a turnover inside the Aberdeen zone, and it is cleared out, and here's a break the other way. And they score! Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for the announcement on that because it's tough to pick out of that mob. Who scored for Aberdeen? Was it that kid? Willem Bizarkowicz. I'll tell you what, he's probably been their best skater, but we'll await the announcement from Carter Brown. Short-handed goal. First of the game for Aberdeen. And that is the end of the period. So the Flyers, here's the announcement, hang on.
Assisted by number 11, AC. Time of load, 6 seconds. The Berserkers, assisted by C at 6 seconds.
Okay.
Once again, your Tuesday at 56 page, Melody, this is commission. Tonight you're going to hear $2,000 and then April takes it out of
4-1 Flyers lead going to the third. We'll pick it up then.
This is commission for your chance of $2,000. Thanks to our sponsors at Front Rock Farms.
Okay, we're back and ready for the third period of Game 2 of this SHA U18 Provincial C Final game. Aberdeen at Milestone, and there we go. Thank you so much, Jordan Blodgett. And I thank all those for the messages where you are tuning in from. And I also thank you, Jordan, for that screenshot of the scoreboard. This is our first remote broadcast that we've done together. I got to say, Jordan, you're doing a hell of a job. We got a hell of a hockey game and some drama going to the third period. Thank you to our executive producer, Travis Weens, who has informed me that it was, in fact, Willem Bizarkowicz scoring in the final seconds of the second period with the assist going to Lane Steen. And that made it a 4-1 game with the Flyers in the lead going to the third period. And when I say thank you, I want to say thank you to all those that have messaged us. Renee Jones, she is up in Aberdeen tuning in tonight. Lori Creech, Lori out in Nanton, Alberta, checking in and watching her nephew Lane Steen for Aberdeen. Thank you. My cousin Ryan Williams down in Weyburn watching. All on our IKS Media broadcast here tonight. Nobody's going anywhere. I don't think that this one is over. And where are the Flyers here to start the third period? We have talked about it all throughout the broadcast from the outset that this is not a two-game total goal series. I called my usual broadcast partner, Darren DuPont, in between periods. He's in Toronto. I said to him, did you know they don't do two-game total goal anymore? He was unaware of that. He is a veteran of the SHA Provincial Wars too, just like me, but if the Flyers pull this thing out in regulation time, we will be going to a Game 3, which will be a mini Game 3, 10-minute overtime period. The only question here is what is taking the Flyers so long to get onto the ice for the third period? If that was me, I couldn't wait to get onto the ice, and here they come. Led by Ryder Dunn. Would you mind throwing the shots up again, the scoreboard, Jordan? When you have a second. 30-22. Thank you. We're good. The Flyers out shooting them 18-12 in the second period alone. And Marcus Quigley, Yellowgrass product, setting up the goal that made it 4-1. It was eventually credited to Chase Ferris. Flyers on the power play to open the third period. Thanks all for tuning in, and all important 20 minutes upcoming here. Aberdeen with a big 20 minutes. They're that far away from winning a provincial championship. Flyers 20 minutes away from forcing overtime and the chance to win it all. You couldn't ask for a whole lot more other than from an Aberdeen perspective for them to be in the lead as we're underway here. Flyers up on the power play for less than a minute to open the third period. On it, Willem Bizarkowicz, but he gave it up in the Milestone zone, and out come the Flyers on the power play. That is Wyatt Fry weaving his way down around deep into the Milestone zone, or at least the puck did. Back for Fry in the corner right side. Clears it around to the right point. Zeke Stevenson chops at it back down into the corner. And now it comes in front, and Sam Bizarkowicz dives out to cover up as the penalty is up. 53 seconds into the third, we're back even strength. Big story of the game for me, I've called a few of these things, is Aberdeen going 0 for 4 on the power plays tonight. And those power plays all came in the first half of the game. They're unable to cash in on them, and then Milestone just broke away. Livingston unable to come up with a pass in neutral ice here for the Flames, and Flyers start back in. Centering pass tipped away from Bryden Ferris and out of the zone. Owen Moore spilled coming into Milestone territory. The puck dribbles around the net. Fired back around the other way by Max Nelson, all the way down. Here's Fry working his way toward the net. I don't think that shot got on goal. Hudson Highstead plays it to the line. Point blast from there, held on to by Bizarkowicz for a whistle, and the face-off will be in the Aberdeen zone early on here in the third period. Slow start to the third. Not the physical, raucous nature we've seen for the opening two periods. Chase Ferris, the Rolo product, on the draw for the Flyers, up against Willem Bizarkowicz, who's got the goal here for Aberdeen, and he's able to boot it out of the zone. But it's dealt back in by the Flyers. Down for it, Jackson Doring. Pass through the middle. Brought up ice by Bizarkowicz. Bounces it toward the goal. A jumping puck, and it floats just wide. Nolan Holmes down in the corner. Can't get at it. Quigley clears it up ice for the Flyers. Turning and going after it, Jonah Gorniak for Aberdeen. Swatted out by Austin Hammerline. Played back in. Just over 2 minutes off the clock here in the third. 4-1 Flyers lead. Here's another giveaway, and Fry's shot from the slot is tipped up and over the net. What's that, 4, 5? Glaring turnovers by Aberdeen right at their own blue line. Those will kill you. 17:38 to go in the third. Flyers clinging to that lead. Hudson Heistad on the draw for Milestone, but it's the Flames that come away with it. Micah Green clears it out to center ice. Long shoot in by Cohen Pelchinski. Deep in the corner of the Milestone zone. Cash Berg can't come up with it. Lifted to the line, not out. Held in briefly by Green, but Heistad will turn it the other way for Fry on right wing. Punches it into the Aberdeen zone. Samueluk after it. Guides it up the wall, but not out. Great work by Wyatt Fry to hold the line briefly. And now here comes Pelchinski. Pretty quiet in the barn for third period. Long distance shot by Nolan Holmes. Block. Bouncing puck. Lane Steen now, long shoot in, has Ryder done ducking, and it's an offside call here against the Aberdeen Flames. This broadcast sponsored by MNP, Ag Intellect, Pioneer Hybrid, and EMJ Marketing. Thanks, Jordan, for flashing those up on the screen. And how about a hand for Jordan Blodgett, our director, producer, cameraman. What else? Grip. Cable puller. He's done it all. A remarkable job by Jordan Blodgett here tonight. I will tell you again, Jordan, your broadcast is getting rave reviews from all across the land. Ryan Duncan punches the puck up down into the Milestone zone. Try to catch up to it. Top of the circles. Could not. It's dealt the other way. And here's Steen. Stabs it into the Milestone zone, turning and going after it in the corner. Is that Tui? Got spun around. Either way, the puck squirts out front. Backhanded just wide by Livingston. From the line, the point shot. I think Dunn got a piece of that. Rebound comes up here on the right wing boards and chipped out. Zeke Stevenson throws it in front, and that'll dribble in on Sam Bizarkowicz. The Aberdeen netminder in the faceoff will be to his left side. Shots were 30-22 Milestone coming into the third period. Flames have had the bulk of the play, I would suggest, in this frame. From the line, it's pushed down deep. Quigley can't get it in the corner. Austin Hammerline tried to clear. That one comes down towards the net, and Bizarkowicz will dive out and hold on. Well, as they said, or as I said earlier, my phone's been full with messages of people saying that this Milestone Memorial Center, which regretfully I never have played one game in. Left that town in 1990, and the rink opened in 91. But they say the atmosphere is rivaling the old Diesel Dome. I think earlier tonight it was. Right now there's a bit of a hush over the crowd. seeing if the Flyers can pull this thing off. Did not have the intensity right now as it did earlier. 4-1 Flyers, still early in the third period. Nice feed. Jackson Doring skates up and centers for Bizarkowicz, and this one rolls down in on Ryder Dunn, and he will hold on. I do have a note here. Actually, I got several notes that have been sent to me throughout the broadcast and throughout the day. Where is it? Some of the, thank yous. Flyers want to thank the public address announcer Carter Brown. On the music, Eli Stevenson. They want to thank their parents, of course. We'll continue this in a moment. Gorniak's point shot is wide, and it looks like the puck goes on the back of the net. For a whistle, they want to thank their coaches, Darren Stevenson, Brad Quigley, Landon Krause, and Bob Duncan. Manager Donna Fry. And the members of the 88-89 Midget Flyers who are in attendance tonight. By name, Chad Nicholas, Greg Henry, Warren Terry, Neil Kuffner, John Ort, Wade Beck, and Brad Williams. And our stick boy from 89, Alan Ort. There may be some more in there as well as Cash Berg pokes away at Ryder Dunn, but he's able to keep it out. 14:20 to go in this slow-going third period. If it stays this way, we're going to be going to overtime, and it's going to get hairy then. Nolan Holmes for the Flames on the face-off against Chase Ferris. And on the draw, the Flames jump on it. Cohen Pelchinski walks around the goal, gets tied up over there. And Ferris jumps on it. Brings it to center, rolls it down into the Aberdeen zone. Bizarkowicz out to play it around up on the near wards. Not out. Held in from the point by Lucas Krause. I think that's Lucas Krause. Puck slips free down into the Milestone zone, and we have a high stick pending call, which is blown down. And the faceoff should come outside the zone here with 14-ish minutes to go in the third. Bryden Ferris on the faceoff for Milestone against Wade Livingston. The Flames claim this draw. Charging through center with it is Micah Green. Fires it into the Milestone zone. It comes to the right point. Shot from there, saved by Dunn. Centering attempt with the rebound, swatted away. Now it rolls out front. And the Flyers are up with it. Turned over at center, however. Icing waved off here on the dump in by the Flames. Puck comes out toward the line and it's poked out. And here's a breakup by Nate Watson, hit hard. I think that's Nate Watson, at the Aberdeen line. Under 13 minutes to go in the third period. Milestone leads 4-1. Rolling puck back into the Flyer zone. Zeke Stevenson picks it up here on the right boards. Gave it up! And the quick shot from in front by Willem Bizarkowicz. Handled by Dunn. Rebound out to the line. Owen Moore came out across the line as he was wheeling around with it, and the Flames will be called for offside here. .35 left to go in the third. Bizarkowicz on the faceoff. I think that's against Hudson Heistad. The puck scooted up ice back into the Aberdeen zone. From center, Doring into the middle. Bizarkowicz got around the falling D, and his shot rattled off the outside of the post. Ryan Duncan trying to tie up his man on the end boards. Heistad in there helping out defensively. Austin Hamelin looking for a free puck in front. The shot comes from the line, and it's steered wide by Dunn. Highstead after it behind the Milestone goal. Bounces it up and out. And it'll come down to the Aberdeen zone, no icing. Lane Steen after it. Winds it up on the boards. Highstead cuts it off and deals it deep. 11:44 to go in the third. Flyers up 4-1. Aberdeen able to shovel it out and down the ice, and this will come right in on net. Play will keep on moving. Seth Baker for the Flyers. Pass up on the wing. Cleared up ice into Aberdeen territory. Micah Green goes after it deep in the corner. Got a man on his tail. Sent up the boards and out, and here's a break for the Flames. Jumping puck for Kelchinski. Walks to the net. He got tugged at by Chase Ferris, and I think that's going to be called. It will. And Aberdeen's going to get a power play. I'd have called it a hold. They're calling it a hook. Either way, the Flames, for the first time since midway through the second period, are going to go to the man advantage. Chase Ferris, the Rolo product, will get the gate. In the game notes, they tell me Chase is all about sports, loves them all. His school volleyball team has won back-to-back provincial gold medals. He also plays club volleyball, and he's been a Milestone Flyer since the U18 days. Fifth power play for Aberdeen. They trail this game 4-1. Standing room only in the Milestone Memorial Center for this one, as Wyatt Fry jumps on a free puck and hammers it all the way down the ice here. 25 seconds gone already in this Aberdeen power play. Ryder Samueluk got stopped at the Milestone line, and the puck is drilled back down the ice here on this Milestone penalty kill. Fifth power play for Aberdeen. They are 0 for 4. Livingston down deep here in the corner. Got some room to charge up ice. Stick check, though, at the Milestone line by Wyatt Fry, and it's fired all the way back down. That'll send Lane Steen in chase for the Flames. 40 seconds to go in the power play for Aberdeen. They haven't had a shot, I don't believe. Owen Moore works it toward the goal, and it's shuttled in behind. Samueluk in from the point. Plays it right circle. The shot is low and wide by Livingston. Left point. Bizarkowicz's shot is well wide. Again, I told you they've had a tough time hitting the net tonight. Steen walks in from the line, and that shot's blocked. And it is stabbed out to center ice with a penalty almost up. Samueluk stick check coming over the line. I think that's Zeke Stevenson sending it down the ice. 9:15 to go in the third period. Flyers with a 4-1 lead. Livingston, now that is Pelchinski picking up speed through center. Burning down the right wing side and shot it well wide. Now from the left point, Jackson Doring's shot is wide, and it is cleared up and I think out of play. With 8:56 to go in the third, we'll take a break. 4-1 Flyers here in game 2.
Once again, the winning ticket number is 2940804 on a red ticket. If you have the winning ticket number, you can collect your prize of $2,535 at the booth.
Hand pass is called. And the face-off, I think, is going to be outside the Aberdeen line. 8:45 to go. 33-24 are the shots in favor of the Flyers. Nolan Holmes, the draw man for the Flames. Bryden Ferris for the Flyers, and off the draw. False start, I guess they'll do it again. Max Nelson out there on the wing of this unit, along with Nate Watson. They'll do it again. Flames win this draw, but it's Ferris that comes up with it. And then shoveled in by Max Nelson. Free puck in front. Quick shot wide. Second attempt, and Bazarkowicz comes up with it.
Milestone Flyers fans, make sure to come out Friday, April 4th at 7:30 as our U18 Flyers take on Radnor in the Game 3 of the league final. Once again, come out Friday, April 4th at 7:30.
Heistad on the draw here for Milestone. He's with Wyatt Fry and Avery Weens. On the draw, Flyers win it. It's just pushed down into the corner. Lane Steen on it there for the Flames. Heistad all over him. Comes free up in toward the circle. Jackson Doring lost a handle on it. Fry's shot up over the net. He looked at the end of his blade like it's the stick's fault. Jumping puck in the corner. Heistad on it there. I think that's Heistad. No, it's Watson who played it behind. Milestone getting some sustained pressure here for the first time in a while. Austin Hameline down for it in the corner. He couldn't clear. From in front, Heistad's shot is out of play as Sam Bazarkowicz got a piece of that. 35th shot on goal for the Flyers in the game, and whoever's keeping track of the shots, I can't argue with them. They've been aided by 6 power plays in the game tonight, on which they've scored 1. I believe they've got a shorty too. We never quite got to the bottom of that situation. Zeke Stevenson scored back in the first period, but the scoreboard said he was in the penalty box. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, which has been known to happen. 7:45 to go in the third period. 4-1 Milestone leads, looking to force a game 3, which will be played tonight. Right after this one in the form of a mini overtime. Owen Moore went coast to coast, but could not solve Ryder Dunn. There's a battle for the puck behind the Milestone goal. Logan Kempton toppled over at the side of the net. From the point, Micah Green will keep it in there. Colliding in the corner, Eli Tui, the Flyers defenseman, and now it's cleared out and down the ice. Not enough for icing. Green back for the Flames. Places it onwards to center. Golf back into the Flames end. Micah Green after it there. Nifty move to avoid pressure. Now it's Ryder Samueluk. Onwards through center. Wade Livingston was 1-on-2 coming over the line and is turned over. And slipped high and back into the Flame zone with 6:39 to go, and they blow play dead. I feel like it was a high stick puck call, but maybe not. See where they bring the face-off. All the way down to the Milestone zone. Any comeback for Aberdeen's going to have to start now, I would suggest. Bryden Ferris on the draw for Milestone against Willem Bazarkowicz. The Flyers come up with it. Now we got a penalty drawn as it is touched by the Flyers' Everett Siebert. I want to send a shout out to his grandma Bev. She would be in the arena, not watching right now, but she was my mom's best friend. Zeke Stevenson gets the gate here. You saw the infraction down in the corner. 6th power play of the game upcoming for the Aberdeen Flames. So don't go anywhere. I'm pretty sure you weren't going to, but we got a wild finish in store here. Face-off win by Livingston, but it comes up and out of play. And they'll do it again to the side of the Milestone goal. Hudson Heistad, the draw man for the Flyers, but it's Aberdeen that comes up with it. Samueluk's point shot and a tremendous glove stop made by Ogama's Ryder Dunn. to pick that out through traffic. On the draw from down low, Ryan Duncan cranks it around the wall, held in at the line briefly. Hudson Highstead cleared it out on a delayed call. And Milestone's got some time to rip it down the ice on the kill here. 5:58 to go in the third. 4-1 Flyers lead. We got another penalty upcoming here to Milestone. Wow. From the point, Lane Steen, right side Bizarkowicz. Down the wall, Polchinski. Right point. Back door! And that is shoveled wide by Steen. Vegas should give the puck up, guys. This is just killing their 5-on-3 time. Point shot now. Stopped, and as it's touched by Wyatt Fry, we get the call. It's going to be a boarding call, I believe, is what I saw. Yep. On Ryan Duncan, the Avonlea product. Things have gotten very interesting here with 5:17 to go, and it appears like a timeout call. We're brought to you on the broadcast by MNP Ag Intellect, Pioneer Hybrid, and EMJ Marketing. What a tremendous honor it's been to be calling this for you tonight. History going to be made either way. Five-on-three power play here for the Aberdeen Flames. Wade Livingston centering their top line. Scramble draw. And Bizarkowicz comes up with it. Samuel fan on his point shot. Flyers jump on it and clear it down. Lane Steen back for Aberdeen, wheeling out on the man advantage. Getting room. Driving his way all the way in behind the Flyers net. Surveying things. Throws it in front. Went right to the wickets of Bizarkowicz. And it is muscled out to center, or at least out of the zone by Marcus Quigley. And now wristed all the way down the ice here by the Flyers with 4.5 to go. Now it's a 5-on-4. .108 to go in the power play here for the Aberdeen Flames. Nolan Holmes will take the face-off for them. Hudson Highstead is the Flyers' draw man. And the Flames get it. Cashberg tied up along the wall, however, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. Obviously, time is a factor. Just over 4 minutes to go in the third. Cruising through center, Polchinski deals it into the Milestone zone. And now another minor penalty upcoming. This one's going to be on Aberdeen. What a time to be strict. And as the netminder Sam Bizarkowicz comes out to play it, will get the call, and that is not going to help the comeback efforts of the Aberdeen Flames. Can you imagine? So again, if you're Aberdeen, what do? You started Mason Forsyth at the start of game 2, a clinching game, but you lifted him. I guess you stay with Sam Bizarkowicz. A double minor? Zeke Stevenson's point shot is blocked. So that with 3:45 to go, the Flames will finish regulation with 4 skaters. As it is now, it's 4-on-4 anyways.
4 minutes for head contact.
Head contact is the call down. I'm 2,500 miles away. I get it. The ref was 3 feet away, so I'm not going to criticize him. Just didn't see it from here. Lane Steen on the shoot in for Aberdeen. Oh, here's a quick giveaway, but Bizarkowicz in front. Not enough credits being given by the broadcast crew to Ryder Gunn. Smallish netminder, from the ones we're used to seeing. But he's just got to stop the puck. He doesn't need to beat it up. And 30 saves he's made in net for Milestone. I like the cut of his jib. Off this face-off, Quigley takes it down under. And now it squirts out front, and the Flyers are on a power play for the 7th time as this puck caroms in on on Bizarkowicz, and he'll hold on. 3:09 away from going to overtime with the provincial title on the line. A 10-minute mini game 3. They told me there would not be a flood in between. Stay tuned. Off this face-off, Lane Steen drags it around his goal, short-handed for the Flames. Muscles it out to center, but gets stood up along the red line. Under 3 minutes to go as it's sent all the way down. And a high stick puck call here. Okay, I got the rules for the mini game, and I'll get to the next whistle for you. It's the scenario Milestone wanted, that's for sure. Hudson Heisted, a long shot toward the goal. Blocked down by Bizarkowicz. They can't clear, however. 2:30 left. And now here's a break. A 2-on-1 for the Flames. Shot from the right side, well wide by Nolan Holmes. And I think that's Duncan the other way for Milestone. Onwards for Fry over the line. Return feet in front. Failed to click. 2:10 left. Wrist shot from the point, tipped down in front and wide. Fry in the right corner. But the Flyers content to really just maintain possession there, and play gets blown dead. They were very close to making it a 5-1 game. And also very close to going on to their 8th power play. Yeah, now they are on it with 1:47 to go. I guess we could read this in the break. Here's the rules from the Saskatchewan Hockey Association. When it is necessary to decide a series by virtue of the mini game, the teams will take a 2-minute break at their benches. Hang on. I'll get to the rest in a minute. Really, that's all we're waiting for at this point. Nice move there by Livingston, but he lost a handle on the puck. Ferris rolls it in to the Flame zone. 1.5 to go. Bizarkowicz overskates the puck at the milestone line, and now they blow play dead here. And you got me. I guess maybe they're calling offside. The teams will play a 10-minute period stop time. This will not be sudden victory. The full 10-minute period will be played. If the teams remain tied at the end of the mini game, there will be an ice cleaning, and the teams will continue to play 20-minute stop time sudden death periods. A separate game sheet will be completed for the mini game. A time penalty from the end of game 2 will not be carried over to the mini game, as the mini game and possibly subsequent overtime is viewed as a separate game. Okay, so that's what we're waiting here for. Well, we're waiting for this one to play out. Puck sneaks by Jonah Gorniak at the Flyers line all the way down the ice. Under a minute to go here. Zoom in, please. Big hit from in front of the net. It's hard to pick up the numbers on those Milestone jerseys from this distance. Zeke Stevenson back, content to let the clock clear. And now they're going to get a penalty. And that was behind the play. Didn't see that, Lane Steen. Ninth power play for Milestone. The power plays will not carry over into overtime, in case you were wondering. That's what I just read, because it's a separate game. On this face-off, Flyers won it. The point shot hit a leg. Bizarkowicz now. Hustles out. One-on-one. Long-distance shot is high and wide. Goes off the back of the net. And they'll blow that down. I don't know if these guys are tired or what. They look like it. Ferris against Bizarkowicz here on the draw. Bizarkowicz gets free. John May got a piece of that. Ferris will take it beyond the net and kill the clock. And look at all that snow on the ice. To be honest, it wouldn't be the worst thing if they were going to stick a flood on. But the rules say not to. Get a shot of the clock if you don't mind, Jordan. Obviously, time has run out. 37:33, and that thing is lit up like a Christmas tree, isn't it? So in the third period alone, Aberdeen actually outshot the Flyers 11-7. But there was no scoring in the third period. And we will go to game 3, a 10-minute overtime, but not sudden death. We'll be back with that in a second. You're watching the SHA Under-18 Provincial C Final here with IKS Media. Okay, here we go, and I'll be honest, it doesn't get a whole lot better than this. Overtime to decide this provincial championship, SHA U18 C Division. 5 skaters aside, 10-minute full session, not sudden death. It is Ferris on the face-off for Milestone against Wade Livingston, and on the draw, the puck wobbles down and over the Aberdeen line. Bizarkowicz back to get it. Brand new game. Everything's clear. It's game 3 of a best of 3 now. Bizarkowicz stays in goal for the Flames, which is what I would have done. Agreeing with Joel Hameline, the head coach.
Once again, the 50-50 minute number is 2-9.
The face-off will come all the way back down deep into the Milestone zone. So flush everything that's happened. All that matters are the next 10 minutes. Livingston again against Chase Ferris. The Flyers captain out of Rollo. On the draw, it's gobbled up by Lucas Kraus. From behind his net, throws it up on right wing for Hudson Heistad, and his clearing attempt hit someone or something. 27 seconds into overtime. And they'll bring the faceoff back down to the right side of Ryder Dunn. Ryder Dunn, 32 saves in a Game 2 victory, 4-1. On this draw, the long point shot kicked out. Rebound there, and they score! The shot came from Jackson Doring, and left all alone at the side of the net was Owen Moore. And for all intents and purposes, you might as well call it junior hockey, because they are that age and you just have no idea. Can I get a look at the clock, Jordan? You get no idea what's going to happen with these. Thank you. 32 seconds into Game 3, Aberdeen scores. Owen Moore left all alone at the side of the net. Tucks it past Ryder Dunn, and it's 1-0 Aberdeen. Wyatt Fry in the other way, and his shot bounces high and wide of the Aberdeen goal, and the free puck is cleared up. Chasing after it, Logan Clempton. It's like the Flames have another life here, another breath. Nolan Holmes trying to hold it inside the Flyers line. He cannot. Ferris the other way, belted over. Walking toward the Aberdeen net, and they're calling that. Officials confer. We obviously don't have replays on this call, but it looks like the Flyers are going to get a power play here in OT. Charging is the call, and not agreeing with it is Micah Green. So the Flyers, who were 1 for 9 on the power play in Game 2, will go on their first of this Game 3. Charging is the call on Micah Green, the Aberdeen defenseman. And the Flames were allowed to swat it all the way down the ice. Quigley deals it back in, but Milestone is offside. Carter Brown with the announcement on the goal. Owen Moore, 32 seconds into overtime, with the assist going to Jackson Doring. So the Flyers going to work, trailing this game 1-0. Quigley's point shot tipped down in front, not on goal. Quigley gets it again, and this one is peppered up and out of play. Off a flame. So the face-off will stay inside, I think, the Aberdeen zone. 31 seconds into the power play here for Milestone. Chase Ferris, the draw man for the Flyers, who are trying to get a quick defensive change. Looks like they got it. Ryan Duncan at the point. Moves it down the wall. In toward the corner. It's stripped away by the Flames and sent down the ice. Zeke Stevenson, who scored the first Flyers goal of the game back late in the first period of game 2. Rolled it over the Aberdeen line, but not far. It's back out at center. Here's a pass in front for Wyatt Fry, and he couldn't get it on target. Stevenson's in from the point. Behind for Fry. Centering pass right there. And Bazarkowicz makes the save. Is it just me? Or have these two teams flipped the script? Look at Ryder Samuel coming and giving a big hug to Sam Bazarkowicz. These are two completely different teams from 10 minutes ago. Chase Ferris on the face-off here against Wade Livingston. On the draw, sneaking out with it is Quigley for Milestone. Leaves it behind the net. Pass comes right side for Heistad. Now left circle, Quigley's shot is blocked and goes out of play. 4-1 the Flyers lead on the shot clock here in game 3. They trail 1-0 and only 7:13 remains in it. Let's remember, it's not a 20-minute period. Chase Ferris on the draw against Livingston. Flyers won this draw, and Bazarkowicz sees that one all the way in. Like with every single shot, he's getting life, as are his teammates. Ferris against Bazarkowicz. Milestone comes up with this one. It's rolled down into the corner. Doring, though, able to clear it around to the line. Held in right point. Sent deep by Heistad. And another in-tight shot. And Bazarkowicz is there for that. And I don't think the shot clock's even keeping up. Yeah, they are. 5-1. Look at this. And 10 seconds remain in the power play. They haven't been able to solve this guy. Bryden Ferris, the draw man for Milestone, against Nolan Holmes. Flyers get this draw. Free puck in front, and Ferris can't tuck it home. And Bazarkowicz lunges across the net and makes the stop. Face-off win by Holmes. Back to even strength. After it is Owen Moore, far side, races to center. In over the Milestone line, and he is hip checked there by Stevenson. Bryden Ferris up the other way, trying to go one-on-one, and he can't beat Lane Steen wide. Now we got to stop it with 6:17 to go. I want to say it's overtime, but it's not. It's a completely separate game 3. 6:17 to go in game 3. Aberdeen leading 1-0, and here they ice it. Will they call this? Yeah. Even though Willem Bazarkowicz looked like he was going to be the clear-cut one to that puck first. And boy, these fellows worked up the ice here in the third period, and now this extra time. 8-1, look at the shots. But in the all-important, Aberdeen leads 1-0. Palczynski wins this draw. It is squeezed out by Cash Berg. What a great hockey name that. That's a great any name, but a great hockey name. Cashberg. Quigley shovels it down under. Heistad after it for the Flyers, but he just gave it up behind the goal. And Bizarkowicz now rolls it to center. They got a 2-on-2. Berg, the long distance shot. And Ryder Dunn had an initial problem handling it, but now he holds on. And the face-off will be to his right. There is some kind of tension in the arena. You can feel it. All the way down here. Off this face-off in the Milestone zone. Wyatt Fry can't clear. The point shot by Micah Green tipped in wide. Fry gets it again on the right wing boards. The Gray product turned it over. And that is Owen Moore, but he can't make a play on it. And the Flyers are away. Long distance shot blockered away by Bizarkowicz. From the right point, Lucas Kraus can't get a shot to the goal. And the puck goes far corner. Under 5 minutes to go in game 3. 1-0 Aberdeen leads, and oh man, have they turned the tables. Zeke Stevenson skates in, plays it over for Nate Watson, who will chop it behind the net. Flames down defensively. Logan Kempton is content to play Katie bar the door and just roll it down the ice. Tight angle shot goes wide of the Milestone goal. Long feed by Quigley connects to center ice. Chase Ferris carries it in. Centering pass cleared away by Bizarkowicz. Zone held. Bryden Ferris centers. Nobody's in front. And it is rolled out and down the ice by Cashberg. No icing here. Bizarkowicz cuts right in. He's tugged at and now he scores. Willem Bizarkowicz. What a second effort. We get a look at the clock, Jordan. Great shot there of Willem Bizarkowicz. 6:05, the time of the goal. Thank you. And the 5th shot on goal for Aberdeen. And I'm going to tell you, man, you're watching this. The Flyers have just forgotten how to play here in this game 3. And Aberdeen is a completely different team. And now the rough stuff, which is not wise for either. With the provincial championship on the line, and we're going to get penalties. I'm flabbergasted. Just how things could change on a dime. So they're calling 1? Ryder Samulak? Yeah. No assist to Bizarkowicz. The Aberdeen fans seem a little steamed at this latest turn of events. Milestone going on a second power play here of game 3. Bryden Ferris. Check that. Chase Ferris wins the draw. Hudson Heistad out to the line. Bryden Ferris quarterbacking it, shovels it in deep. Dealt around and just out. Now Wyatt Fry in, centering feed. It's tapped away by Lane Steen. From the point, flushed deep in by Bryden Ferris, down low. Centering pass, left circle. Quigley had it blocked, and here's a break for the Flames. down the right side. Holmes in front, and Ryder Dunn got a piece of it. Turned the other way by Hudson Heistad. Now it's rolled into the Aberdeen zone. Back in the corner, Jackson Doring clears it up and out. Time a major factor now. Zeke Stevenson back for Milestone. 2:25 to go. Milestone is still on the power play, down 2-0 here in game 3 as the Flames ice it. All alone there, tucking away. All kinds of second chances, a third. And Bazarkiewicz sends that just wide. Here's a point blast by Doring, and Dunn got a piece of that. Wyatt Fry going end to end. In front for Hudson Heistad. He can't get a shot on net. Heistad now tries to walk around in front. Not happening. Here's a quick shot and they score. Wyatt Fry was left all alone in front. And it's a one-goal game. How about that? 8:27. Thank you, Jordan. No matter how this thing turns out, they're going to talk about this thing in both towns for years, as Milestone's head coach, Darren Stevenson, has called a timeout. Dare I say, put this into the universe, if this were to go to overtime, the teams will clear the ice and go to a 20-minute overtime. They'll flood and go to a 20-minute overtime.
Assisted by number 11, Hudson Heistad. Time of goal, 1:33. That's Fry from Heistad at 1:33.
Hudson Heistad had the lone assist on the goal. 2-1 Aberdeen. Late here in game 3. Lane Steen after the puck behind the Flames net, wraps it around and out. Here's a race for the puck. And a quick chip shot by Logan Kempton, stopped by Ryder Dunn. On the rebound, Ryan Duncan. From behind his net, pass up on the left side. Quigley through center. Heistad now. Need at the Aberdeen line. Knocks it into the Aberdeen zone. A minute to go. The net is empty for Milestone. Ferris off the boards to center, and here they come. To the other Ferris. Now Quigley, the shot kicked out by Bazarkiewicz. 40 seconds to go in game 3. From the right point, Stevenson turns and fires wide. Holmes now clears it to the line and out. And the empty net shot is right on target. The Flames score and make it 3-1. Some rough stuff for monkey business after the goal. Lane Steen is going to the penalty box. A 10-minute misconduct. I did not see who shot it. So if somebody wants to inform me via social media, which, by the way, a lot of particularly Aberdeen fans have been great at that here tonight. Now just the finishing touches to be put on this one, and who could have dreamt this up the way this one's gone down? 10 seconds, a long shot in off the right wing boards. Bazarkowicz holds on to that, and Willem Bazarkowicz takes a late, unnecessary shot from Quigley, and he's going to take a minor penalty. What a sad way to go out. See if we can get the announcement from Carter. That penalty on Milestone is going to bring the faceoff all the way down to their zone. I've never seen anything like this. What's happened tonight? Full marks to the Aberdeen Flames for just flipping a switch between games 2 and 3. And look at the celebration. They are provincial champions. 2025, the Aberdeen Flames burning forever. What a comeback with a 3-1 victory in the deciding Game 3 tonight in Milestone. Well, you want to talk about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, all in 200 feet of each other. The customary and traditional handshake line. And that was, if that was a movie script, you wouldn't believe it. Milestone had them dead to rights in Game 2, a 4-1 victory. They were all over them. And the Aberdeen Flames just rekindled the fire, and these flames will burn forever as 2025 provincial champions. What an absolute honor and treat it's been to call it for you. I cannot thank the people enough for the tremendously positive messages and an outstanding job done by our director and producer Jordan Blodgett tonight, our executive director, executive producer Travis Weens brought it all together, and a lot of information disseminated from him. But just a tough way for Milestone to go out tonight. It was a treat to be able to bring it to everybody. But it is not the conclusion of the season Milestone's going to want to remember anytime soon. Keep your eye out, Jordan, for a trophy presentation. I'm trying to remember 1989 when we won it in Prince Albert. There was the full presentation. I don't remember from who. Yeah, here it is. And that photo of that 89 team is in the lobby to the east of that arena. We taped a red Solo Cup to the top of that thing that night. And maybe the Aberdeen Flames will do the exact same thing here tonight. The referees get trophies? I've never seen that one before.
Now, your first winner is the U18 Milestone Flyers. Number 2, Lane Watson. Please come up to collect procedure clock. Number 3, J.D. Murray.
Runner-up plaques for the Milestone U18 Flyers, as you see Carter Brown going through the list for Milestone.
Number 5, Tex Johnson.
Those are some tough pickups for those kids here tonight for sure, especially when you think that you got it in the bag. I did, the way it was rolling, but if there was ever any indication or any more proof needed that in the playoffs, momentum does not roll from one game to another. It was outlined very clearly in the rules. This was not a continuation of games 2 to 3 in terms of penalties, that kind of thing. And the Aberdeen Flames just absolutely, there's no other way to say it other than flip the switch. They were a completely different team, as was Milestone, by the way. And we'll hang with you until the provincial trophy presentation is made to the Aberdeen Flames. And
Number 11, Hudson Highstad. Number 12, Austin Fuchs. Number 14, Bradley Ferris. Number 15, Ryan Duncan. Number 17, Everett Seaver. Number 18, Max Nelson. Number 19, Avery Weeds. Number 20, Seth Baker. Number 24, Marcus Quigley. Number 25, Thomas Couture. Number 29, Branson Law. Number 31, Lane Nice. And number 3, Ryder Dunn. And the coaches, Gary Stevenson, Bob Duncan, Brad Quigley, and Amanda Krause. And now, your provincial champions, the Aberdeen Flames. Number 1, Mason Forces. Number 3, Kyle Metternich.
just got the word, and we, for the sake of the Aberdeen Flames, respect to them, provincial champions, and their fans that are watching. Director, producer Jordan, I just got word from our executive producer that we will go to the end of this presentation and say goodnight to all. So I want to, above all, thank Jordan for a tremendous job. The comments that have come in from the viewers are just staggering, quite frankly. Very successful broadcast. Dejected for my hometown Milestone Flyers. They were unable to win this thing for the first time since '89, but unbelievably grateful to have been asked to do it and be a part of it. And maybe next year, but a tremendous group of young men that have had a great season, and they've still got a league title to go out and win. So I'll say a hearty thank you to the people of Milestone, our sponsors, MNP Ag Intellect, Pioneer Hybrid, and EMJ Marketing for allowing us to have this broadcast from the Milestone Memorial Center tonight. I'll bid adieu and say congratulations to a very worthy champion, the Aberdeen Flames, and we'll see you next year here on IKS Media.
Number 50, William Kempton. Number 16, Wade Livingston. Number 18, Cole Portinsky. Number 19, Marlon McDonald. Number 20, Jackson Ford. Number 21, Michael Green. Number 22, David Demko. Number 23, Cash Berg. And number 30, Sam Pizarras. And the coaches take it as well. Head coach Joel Hamline. Assistant coaches Quentin Becky, Rod Clark, and Brian Vanderbilt. I would now like to ask the captain of the Aberdeen Flames, Wade Livingston, to come collect the banner.